The Queen has landed. Wearied from her perilous flight, she sheds her wings, burrows into the soft sand, and begins to lay.
Hi, I'm Jess Hyder from Unreal Engine, and I am here at EGX Rezzed 2017. And joining me, I have...
Liam. And Matt from Slug Disco Studios.
Perfect. And you guys are showcasing Empires of the Undergrowth. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about what the game is?
Okay, so it's an ant colony simulation management game where you sort of take control of an ant colony and what it's doing in the nest. It's real time, so the ants are all doing different things. You don't control the ants directly. You sort of influence colony behavior by telling the ants where to dig, where to collect food, where to go. And over time, your colony gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you have endgame objectives like defeating other rival colonies that are after the same food as you, or defending your nest against invaders, all sorts of different things like this. So really it's a whole sort of management, it's sort of in the middle of management simulation and RTS, so it's not too intensive, it's quite accessible.
Now, ant colonies aren't normally the focal point of games, so what kind of drew you towards them?
Ants are really interesting too. There's loads of variation amongst their species, and it's a really cool world to place a game in our opinion anyway, from our experience.
There have been nature games, you know, in this sort of area, but you're right, there aren't that many, and we thought there was a bit of a gap at the moment for something that was a bit more realistic and sort of abstract from sort of people and sort of the main sort of fantasy and space kind of epics.
I can definitely say that. So what was it like building an RTS inside Unreal Engine then?
RTSs aren't a hugely popular genre of game, and we had to create a lot of our own classes, but you know, to accommodate some of the more unusual aspects of our game. But yeah, we've had a good time. It's been a great experience.
It was easier than working with our own engine, which is how we started off. Yeah.
Great. Now I hear there's quite an interesting story behind how your team formed. Do you kind of want to share?
We met in college, and then we went to university together and studied engineering and computer science, and we lived in the same house for a while, and we all sort of played the same games. And then recently, I think it was you and John decided you wanted to work on just a little project to make like a dungeon keeper, but with ants. And then it sort of grew and grew and grew out of that. I mean, it started off as an Android game and then sort of became this PC situation that we've got going on now.
Okay. And I hear you've got a big announcement coming up that you'd like to share?
This summer, we're going to be going to early access on Steam.
Ooh, exciting.
Yep, very exciting. We've told a few people here today. We've been holding back the news a bit because we weren't sure if we were actually going to go for it. But I think, yeah, we don't really have much choice anymore. So we're going to take what we've got and we're going to try and really polish it, make sure everything's working, bug-free, nice and enjoyable to play.
So where can people go to find out more about the game and so that they keep an eye out for this announcement?
Yeah, sure. So we've got the website where you can download a playable version of the demo and have a go at the game underground. That's eotugame.com, so Empires of the Undergrowth, eotugame.com. But you can also follow us on our social media platforms where we're under Slug Disco, both on Facebook and Twitter, and we keep those up to date very regularly with all the latest about the game.
Definitely keep an eye out for the game. It's absolutely fantastic. The response here has been phenomenal. So keep an eye out and make sure you also go to unrealengine.com. You can download the engine there and you can try making games yourself.